all armies train, some like the Indian Army train all the year round in every kind of terrain and weather. WION's Karthikeyan Sharma filed this report on how troops train in the thickly forested hills of Arunachal Pradesh.
Training for war is never easy. Terrain and weather add to challenges faced by troops, and this is very evident in Arunachal Pradesh. Described in the popular Lonely Planet travel series as a giant patch of green on India's map. Arunachal rises abruptly from the plains of Assam as a mass of densely forested and impossibly steep hills ending on the snow-capped Tibet border. This is where WION witnessed induction and training of troops. Some of the training is quite familiar, involving moving in on a target, followed by a final charge and assault with small arms, including grenades. Some other training has been crafted keeping the hilly Arunachal terrain in mind. Troops here are slithering down from a tree, and the noise in the background simulates a helicopter. In the coming weeks, troops will have to descend 60 to 70 meters from helicopters and go on patrols.
The main aim of carrying out a patrolling is secure every bit of area. So with the peace process going with our neighbors, it is we also want a peaceful relation with our neighbors, and it should not get aggravated, so we control the movement. We are not getting deployed ahead, bang, as you have seen on western borders. So out here, we cover this area physically going on the ground through patrollings, through helicopter recce's, and this is a process which is throughout the year.
Ingenious wooden ladders nailed to hillsides help condition troops so that they know what to expect.
This is one of the obstacle courses. Right now, I'm showing you one of the training centers. I started from there, climbed up to this the top of the mountain, and this is what our forces have to do on a day-to-day basis, because the roads are non-existent here, or for example the sort of infrastructure which is there in the western sector is not available in the eastern sector, and this showcases the harshness of the terrain, the ruggedness of the soldiers' life, and the way they have to operate in these remote areas, and they do it day in, day out, and that makes the terrain of northeast very different, very difficult, and a challenge in itself to map LAC, which is primarily very different from LOC.
Troops are conditioned to live off the land, or they carry specially packaged meals which can be prepared using small non-polluting burners. Today's troops are better led, they eat and live better than the ill-equipped forces that faced off against the Chinese in 1962. The key to that has been training, which goes on throughout the year. It is preparation for a war that hopefully will never happen. Bureau Report, WION.